guys, Jess again, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see from the title and thumbnail, today's video I'll be showing you guys what is on my iPhone 13 Pro. I'm also accompanied by my husky because she seems to want to be in this video today. So as to not waste any more time, let's just get on with this video. So the first thing I'm showing you guys is my lock screen, but I'll just swipe up before it closes. So this is my home screen, but as you guys can see, I have the exact same lock screen and home screen because I thought it was so cute. For once, I didn't want two separate bursts, so I decided to just opt and keep the same one. And honestly, I think it still looks pretty cute even if it's the same one when you open my phone and when you close my phone. The first thing that you guys can see from this first page of my phone is a widgetsmith that has the month, the date, and then a calendar that shows the month. And one thing I love about this is, as you guys can see, today's November 14th, and we can see on the little calendar that the 14th is like highlighted in a way. So every day it just highlights it, so as soon as I open my phone, if I need to go on the calendar real quick, I don't need to just go surf on the app and stuff. I just have it straight up there as soon as I open my phone, which I personally love. It actually is super helpful for me at work. I just open my phone, get the date, and then I close it, so that's perfect. The second thing you guys can notice from this page is that all of these apps are the Apple apps. So I kept it pretty basic, and the first app I have is FaceTime, followed by Calendar, Photos, Camera, Mail. Let's ignore that. Then I have Notes, Reminders, another one with a pretty big number, Clock, Weather, Contacts, the App Store, Settings, Watch, and Fitness. The next folders are, well, the folder is just called Folder, but I put a bunch of my Apple apps that I really honestly didn't care about using. So in that folder I have Apple TV, Podcasts, News, Maps, Wallet, Health, Pages, Keynote, Numbers. Then on the next page I have Home, Shortcuts, Tips, iTunes Store, Apple Store, Files, Stocks, Translate, and Books. And then I have a third page I forgot about. I have Find My and then Clips. For the next folder, which is just called Utilities, it's just the basic folder that was already there and I kept it the same. So I have Voice Memos, Compass, Measure, and then the one I use the most, which is Calculator. I don't know why I kept it in here. I should probably take it out with the amount of times I need it. And then at the bottom of my screen, I have the Phone app, Safari, my Messages, and then Apple Music. I actually use Apple Music instead of Spotify. Now, if I swipe, the next page is more my social page or like my entertainment page. So the first thing you guys can see is a widget with BB-8 with two little hearts next to him. And then followed by that, I have TikTok and Instagram, YouTube and YouTube Studio. If you guys don't know what YouTube Studio is, it is the app YouTubers use to keep track of their algorithm, or no, well, their analytics, that's what I meant. Their analytics, like watch time, views, likes, dislikes, a bunch of other stuff. So that is the app, like I said, that YouTubers use. I keep it on my phone because it's super quick access instead of going on my computer, and it's so much easier and all in one spot. After YouTube Studio, I have Twitch and Discord. I use Twitch sometimes, and then Discord, I only recently downloaded it. I'm still learning how to like use it, so yeah. And then I have Patreon, Netflix, and then Disney Plus, Funimation, and Crunchyroll. So those are like the four apps I use the most to watch shows. The last app on this page is Webtoon. I'm just gonna go on it really quickly. I'm not gonna lie guys, if you guys don't know what Webtoon is, and if you guys, I don't know, like to read or something, this is like a webcomic app, and there's so many good stories on there. I think one of them even got recently published like as a bind up, like a physical copy, and it's Lore Olympus. I think I'm gonna go get it on Friday at the bookstore. But yeah, so some of them, rarely Lore Olympus is like a gold mine to find that they actually published it, but you do have some that get published, and anyways, I just really love it, and you can find like great stories on there. It's awesome, honestly. Just give it a go if you haven't and you're interested. Then, as you can see, like the last widget I have on this page is The Force is with her. I am a big Star Wars fan, and I wanted to dedicate this page and be like a subtle little Star Wars reference. The third page that I have is my expensive page that I like to call. So I have two widgets on there. I'll go through the widgets first this time, and the first one, which is on the corner up there, is Make Yourself Proud. At the bottom corner, I have Positive Mind, Positive Vibes, Positive Life. I'm usually more of a pessimist. I usually think more in a negative manner, and I'm trying to be more optimistic. So this is right there because I need a constant reminder. Alright, now that the widgets are out of the way this time, I'll go through all of the apps that make me broke. First up, Amazon, the one I spend probably the most money on. Who hasn't used Amazon though? Who doesn't abuse Amazon sometimes with their buys? Next, I have Indigo, and if you guys don't know what Indigo is, it's Indigo Chapters, and if you don't know what Chapters is the equivalent of Barnes & Nobles. But we don't have Barnes & Nobles in Canada, so it is Chapters. Next up, an app that I've been obsessing over recently to online shop is Etsy. It's where I buy a lot of my crew necks recently. I just freaking love seeing all the shops and like subtle little crew necks and stuff. I don't know, I like it, so I've been putting a lot of money into Etsy recently. And then I have eBay. Next up, the app that I have is called Reebee, but it is not a shopping app, more like something to help you shop. I don't know really how to describe it, so I'll just show you really quickly. So I'm gonna press on Reebee, and then when I look, you can see a whole bunch of sales. So instead of having them like paper, like when they put them in the mailbox or something, they just have an app now, and you put your postal code, and then it tells you, well, it shows you a bunch of sales that are close to you, I think. Well, some of these places I don't even know where they are, but you know. And then you just, let's say I want something at Walmart. I don't know, ooh, 50 pages. We're not gonna go through all these. So let's say I want to make a list. I don't know, let's say I want this Paw Patrol and Frozen thing. And then you just click on add to list, and then you go on back, and you have your shopping list. So you can highlight a whole bunch of stuff you want, and then it'll put them in lists like Walmart, The Source, Staples, Shoppers, and then you just have a list. So you can bring it with you when you go to the store, and then you see exactly what you want. And honestly, I absolutely love this. Next up on my page is Lululemon. Another app that I use not that much, but sometimes, is Weaver's Shop. The next app, I forgot to mention, this isn't just a page for shopping. This also has a couple of random things on here, as you can see from Pinterest being the next app. Which, by the way, if you guys want some of these widgets that I have, or wallpapers and stuff, I have my Pinterest. See, I have a whole bunch of boards. I will link my Pinterest in the description, so if you guys are interested, I will put it there so you can download some wallpapers, some icons, something you guys are interested in. Next up, I have Artine. I have the Canadian Tire app, mostly have it for my dad. When he wants something, he asks me to go on it and look through it, and it's so much easier to have it just ready on my phone than to go on the site. I have Ticketmaster, then I have my PayPal app, Google Maps, which is another just absolutely random app that I just threw in that page, and then I have Walmart.ca, which I love to use for scanning prices on things that you don't know what the price is at Walmart, because those machines that you go to and make the loudest beep in the world just annoy me. So I downloaded the app. The fourth page on my phone is, as you guys can see, the fun page, my favorite. So I'll go through the widgets super quickly so I can go through the apps afterwards a little bit faster. So the first widget at the corner right there is Inumaki from Jujutsu Kaisen, one of my favorite characters. So I just put like his little image right there. And then on the second widget in the middle of the screen, I have Gyu from Demon Slayer. And then the last one at the bottom of my phone screen is Hinata from Haikyuu. So as you guys can see, it's more of a dedicated anime page a little bit, so sprinkled some of those characters that I love in that page. To go through the apps, I start at the top. I have Subway Surfer. I still play this game, surprisingly. Most of these games I actually, I look at them and then I'm like, well, some of them I don't really play anymore. I just downloaded them because I'm so used to having them on my phone. But yeah, a bunch of them I do still play, like Subway Surfer, Mario Kart. I recently just downloaded it actually. I had never played it before. It makes me rage a lot. It's such a weird control. I prefer the one on the, I prefer just playing the one on the Switch or the DS or anything else but this phone. I still play it, still rage quit, but still so weird for the controls. I guess it's just because I'm not used to it. Then I have Break Bricks, another game that I play mostly when I don't have Wi-Fi, like I'm on a road trip or something. I just play it because if I play it and I have Wi-Fi, I would have to turn it off because the ads, the pop-up ads are insanely annoying. I also have Heyday. I still play with this. I play with my mom. Then if we go to the middle of the screen, I have Among Us and Minecraft that I actually don't really play anymore. Depends. Sometimes, no. I just downloaded them because I'm so used to having them on my phone now. And it felt weird not having them on this phone. Minecraft, I will sometimes go on them and just look at what the updates brought. But apart from that, I don't really play with them. I have Pet Rescue under Among Us, and I only recently just started playing again. Next to Pet Rescue, I have Simpsons Tapped Out, a game that I still play, still love. For some reason, I still love playing it. Then I have Word Cookies, which is more like a puzzle word. You have to find words. Yeah. And then a game that I didn't even know existed is Crash on the Run. So I love Crash Bandicoot. I was raised on some gems on the GameCube from Crash Bandicoot. Well, I think there was there just one? Maybe not. I've played a bunch of Crash Bandicoot games, some on the Wii, some on the GameCube. And I did not know that they had one for like phones, and it's similar to like Subway Surfer, so I absolutely love it. For some reason I didn't even know about it until like yesterday actually. I freaking love it. If you guys are fans of like Crash Bandicoot, I suggest it. Especially if you like Subway Surfer. It's like basically so similar, except it's Crash. And then I have Nonogram, and I have a Harry Potter puzzle game that I also still love. On the 5th page of my phone is basically unfinished, uncompleted. I don't know what to call it. I have 2 widgets. I have a Spider-Man widget and a Totoro widget. They feel just so random with the apps that I have there, but I actually really don't know what to do with this page yet. I don't have any more apps that I wanted to put on this phone, which is why this is more like my incomplete page. But if I go through all the apps that I have, the first one is One Then, which is like a countdown app, which I'll just show you guys. I actually put May the 4th be with you, but let's say I want to see how long I have until like my concert, then I watch, and I have 79 days until the concert. So it's an app that I love, and you can also make widgets from it. I haven't made one because I don't really have any use for one right now, but I will be doing one if I have any more apps I want to add. Next, I have obviously the Widgetsmith app. I also have Camera Connect, so I can transfer some footage from this camera to this phone. And then I have Fonto, which I use for my thumbnails a lot. Lightroom, again, I also use for my thumbnails a lot. And lastly, iMovie, which honestly I don't use on my phone. I don't even edit with iMovie anymore, but I do still keep it there because, I don't know, if I want to do something, try it out on my phone one day, I'd rather just leave it there for now. That is pretty much all that there is on this phone. There really isn't as much as maybe other people that you guys watch, but to me it's like a complete phone for now. I absolutely love how my phone looks now. It looks a lot better than when I first opened it in my iPhone unboxing video because it was like the generic Apple look of a new phone. So like I mentioned earlier, if you guys are interested in finding any of the widgets, any of the wallpapers, or at least it's just one wallpaper that I have, or anything that you guys saw in this video, I have everything in my Pinterest in little holders, albums. So I have them all in little albums, so if you guys are interested, I'll link my Pinterest down below. So all in all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was interesting to you guys and that you enjoyed it. And with that, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!